Booty got that gas. He running, so I'll take him all the way away with Pat.
Booty got that gas is crazy.
Booty got that gas, man. You feel me? Hey, for real.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome into the No Lie Zone, the AFC Championship Zone, of course, presented by our new friends over at Underdog Fantasy. Download the app today. Use promo code NLZ to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code NLZ from our new presenting sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy loves them. Some Aqib Talib.
Underdog, that's my play right there, man. Y'all appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, man. How you doing, Aqib?
I'm good, brother. Can't complain at all, man. Hard-fought game. Come out with a dub. Interceptions to win the game, man. Hey, it don't get no better than that.
It doesn't. And, you have played a role in many Denver Broncos victories in your life. But I don't know if everyone knows that you played a role in this one because you got an opportunity to do something special. Aqib, let the people know how you played a role in this one.
I played a very, very small role, you know what I'm saying? Nothing major, but I got that call from Sean Payton himself, man, you know what I'm saying? And said that he been going through his Rolodex thinking of who's going to get his pregame speech the night before the game. He chose yours truly. And man, I got goosebumps when I got that call from Sean. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it was definitely an honor, you know what I'm saying? I worked on it 4 or 5 days, man. It's about 15 minutes long. Put time into it, RK, you know what I'm saying? And I think the message got delivered.
I love it, man. And I love it too because for a lot of reasons. One, Sean Payton has coached about 1 million players in his career.
Right.
He's been around Hall of Famers, All Pros, Pro Bowls, Super Bowl champions, whatever it is. But you did not play for Sean Payton. And so he went outside of the people that he has had in his locker room with him and called up you for a reason. And I think that I speak for all of Broncos country when I say we're glad that he made that call to you because I can only imagine what it was like to be in that room, but it had to be special.
Oh, man, it was definitely special, man. He gave me a nice little intro. And then I went up there and did my thing, you know what I'm saying? But it was definitely just special to get that call. Like you said, he could have chose anybody. He chose me, man. Flew me out. Man, bro sent me a jet, RK. Like, you feel me? He sent the PJ to come scoop, leave up. You feel me? So I definitely felt special, man. That's why I made sure I took my time with it. I put it together, man, and I got a lot of compliments from it, man. I seen Payton. First thing Payton said, I heard you had the boy turned up last night. I seen Benny. First thing Benny said was, hey, I heard you gave a great speech last night. So, the word traveled, man. I feel like I did my job, man. I completed the task at hand.
That's amazing. What can you tell us about just the message, the moment, and what it was like?
What the message was, really, I started it off. I took him through, like, what started me, what created the love of football for me. Took him through all the good teams, because I played on some damn good teams, RK. Took him through a lot of the good teams that I played for, man, from the Orange Bowl teams to Super Bowl teams to all kind of teams, my youth football championship teams. Told him how much they remind me of my favorite, best team, Super Bowl 50 team. And then it wasn't quick. I told him every way that they remind me of that team, I told him. I pointed it out, you know what I'm saying? From the offense, getting buckets in the fourth to a dog-ass defense, from the D coordinators to our coaches telling us they think we got a chance to win a chip because, Sean came out, said that publicly in August. You remember that? Coob told us the same thing. Everything to the Super Bowl being in the same spot, you know what I'm saying? So I just went down through there like that. Then I told him, man, that mentality was gonna win this game, man, and just gave them a couple, examples of my mentality, a couple examples of max effort plays that won us games, lack of effort plays that lost people games, like Cam not jumping on that fumble. You know what I'm saying? Then I told him the last thing I got across was don't go out there on no friendly shit. We gonna know people on that team. Coach, you gonna know him. Y'all gonna shake hands. Gave him a couple examples of situations I've been in with teams that been on that friendly shit and we lost them games. Couple examples of my teams not being on some friendly shit and we dominated games. Just mentality, man. Just trying to put them in that right mental state, you know what I'm saying, to come out and play a fucking aggressive ass winning football game.
Sheesh. Well, obviously I wasn't there. Most of our listeners were not there, but I can feel it. I can feel what it was like to be in there. And
It was dope. It was dope, man. I felt the energy in the room, you know what I'm saying? I felt the good eye contact. I could feel the energy, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm giving this speech, I could feel like I turned them boys up, RK. Just let's leave it at that. You feel me?
all right, at the very least, we're giving you an assist. And shit, I'm starting to think maybe Sean called you up because he's watched this show a couple times. So Sean, if you're watching, we appreciate you. And
Yeah, yeah.
good call bringing in Aqib. I can't wait to see what he has up his sleeve this week.
Appreciate it, Sean, man. That shit hit home with me. Just getting the call for real.
That's so sick. So we're giving you the assist there, but I think another assist goes to the crowd. You were in the stadium. I was in the stadium as well.
Yeah.
That was wild. Like that was
Wild as hell.
a
Hey, what you
real
think?
atmosphere.
What play happened that you thought it was like this max loud right now? What play you thought it was?
Bo to Mims.
Boda Mims was crazy, yeah.
Yes.
Boda Mims, that shit lit up. It was max loud. But for some reason, man, when Bo threw the pick, bam, they scored a touchdown. We got the ball. Bo threw the pick. And then when PJ got that pick, that was like, I was like, oh, this bitch rocking right now. That was a turning point for me, man. Just because they was trying to steal that momentum back, and we snatched it right back, took points off the board. Man, that was a loud ass moment for me, for real.
Yeah, and then the other one that I thought was really loud was Benito coming around the edge, and those are the best because
Yeah,
the fans can see it before the
they
quarterback
could see it
does.
happening. It add like
Yeah.
like you can see it's gonna happen. Then when it happened, that shit erupt. Yeah, that was a loud moment too, man. But Broncos country definitely did their job, man. That shit was loud. It was rocking. I had my kids like, hey, come on, but disrupt the huddle, fam. Let's go. Scream, got scream before the play. I had the little ones on it, man. They was having a blast, man. So it was a good time. We had a great time.
It was awesome, and I did hear Broncos fans and Broncos country take Sean's advice and try to disrupt the huddle.
Oh
Um,
yeah, oh yeah.
It was
They was
hard
with
though.
it.
It was a hard game for the fans to stay on that because the Bills kept putting drives together. So it's like you're so loud on third down trying to disrupt the huddle, and then they convert it. It's like, damn, I need a
Exactly.
breather. Like, but I think this week too, like if they're able to not allow the Patriots to string drives together, I think that sound that you get when they're in the huddle will go up to even another notch.
Yeah, yeah. They did a good job. We did a good job because I was part of it. Man, we did a good job, and it was hard to, make it last throughout the game, but in the times we needed it, in the overtime, it definitely was there. Fourth quarter, it definitely was there. Teetered off a little bit in the third, maybe in the second, then big plays happened, it come right back. So, man, they need to give out some free beers or something, man. Some free cocktails, man. Had them boys turned up, man. We gonna need it this week, man, on this deja vu game. This the deja vu game right here, RK.
I promise you that the Walton Penner Group didn't amass, $70 billion giving out free cocktails.
Hey, they gotta donate. Sometimes you gotta donate. You gotta put something in, you know what I'm saying? Get something out. Give out
That's
some
fact.
free beers. That shit'll be rocking.
That is facts. Just overall reaction to the game, we've hit it a little bit, but I want to just like give this game the due it deserves before we have to talk about the sad part of the end of it. Because
Yeah,
that, I mean, if it weren't for that, we'd be talking about this as like an instant classic. And the narrative switched so fast, and I'm like, man, this game deserves to be talked about like a football game and not whatever happened after.
right. Just shit. It was a great game, man. Bo really outdueled Superman. I thought he beat him in every aspect of the game. You know what I'm saying? He had more rushing yards, but shit, Bo runs was in more important situations to me. You know what I'm saying? It was more important rushing yards than Allen had. He had a nice 26-yard game, first play of the like it wasn't really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Early in drives, and it wasn't on key important, a whole lot of it on tush pushes. He had about 10 of it on tush pushes. Them third downs, man, we know you getting that anyway. We ain't doing no tripping on that. So he really outdueled him, man. He pushed the ball downfield, man, 3 for 4, 84 yards. That's counting that pass interference. That's 27 of the yards and one of the completions. 2 touchdowns, man. Dots downfield. One right before the half, one right before the game. You know what I'm saying? The time that he pushed the ball downfield, the plays that Sean drew up, man, and the time backup safety come in, the third string safety come in. First play, we do the half roll. Now, if you in too deep and we roll to that sideline, the safety's gonna roll too, because you don't expect him to throw it all the way back across. And if he roll all the way, he really not gonna throw it all the way back across. That's why he do the half roll, couple steps like I'm rolling. The safeties start to shift across, and bam, Lil Jordan put his foot in the ground and go backside, bomb it, dot. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hot.
perfectly timed call by Sean. And then Tre'Davious White go out injury, one play. Backup corner in, bro. We run the exact perfect play for the situation. Double move on the young boy, man. Another dot. You know what I'm saying? He roasted by 2 yards. So the time that Sean drew up them shots and called them shots, not drew them up, but the time that he called those shots was crucial, man. And
Yeah.
Bo did a great job executing it, man. So on offense, great game by those two. Of course, the O-line gave them time, man, like they always do. Receivers made plays downfield. Lil Jordan dropped the first touchdown, but he backdoored it with that touchdown. Mims doing what he do, big games, man, catching balls downfield. But that defense, RK, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't stop the run. We
Nope.
couldn't stop the run, right? But hey, you ask anybody who ever started on the defense, if we can't stop their run, what do we need to do? Come out that bitch with 5 takeaways. And that's
Yeah.
what we did. And them takeaways came, and they couldn't have came at better times, man. They came right when we needed them with the overtime. Y'all stop us, they going down to get a bucket, boop, we get a pick. You know what I'm saying? They scored a touchdown, they 3 and out us, 26-yard run on the first play of possession in the third. They trying to take the momentum. PJ Lock interception, get the momentum back. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them run away with the momentum. The right before the half, fumble, extra points on the board. Right after the half, boop, get the momentum right back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fumble, points on the board. And then Singleton, they running the ball on the spam, hit Cooks in his mouth,
That's the
get the
one.
ball out. We go down, score a touchdown off of that first turnover. You know what I'm saying? So timely turnovers, man. 16 points off them takeaways. Crucial for that win.
Yeah, that Singleton one, I don't know if it's been talked about enough, but they went down and scored easy on their first drive. We ended up having to give it back to them. It's 7-3, and they're moving down the field again easy. We're staring down the barrel of
Yep.
14-3, and Singleton makes that play. Huff dives on the ball, and then we go back and make it 10-7, and that, to me, that was the biggest shift in momentum in the game. And it's funny because the game took about 20 twists and turns after
Right.
that, but that was huge. The other
That one was
thing,
major.
the other thing that I think isn't being talked about quite enough is Sean Payton's approach to the end of the first half. And I think this is where having a coach who's been doing this for 20 years really pays off. It's so easy to just say, like, let's get 3. The Broncos have the ball. They're at the 45-yard line. There's 38 seconds left in the half. The Bills have 0 timeouts. The Broncos very easily could have run the ball. I think it was 3rd and 11. Could have run the ball, taken their 5 yards, kicked a 57-yard field goal to hope to go up 13-10 at that time.
Yep.
Instead, Sean Payton dials one up. They get Mims for a 10-yard completion right there to move the chains. Again, they burn their timeout, and then they go for the shot. Bo hits it. There's a touchdown. That, to me, is Sean saying, this game will not be won by field goals.
Right.
We're going to need all of these points at some point. I'm not naive enough to think that we're going to just coast by in this game. And I thought that aggressiveness in that moment, obviously it ends up turning into 10 points for the Broncos rather than just 3, was so massive.
Right. It was huge, man. And I think I don't even know if he would have called that shot had they had the 2 safeties who started the game. You know what I'm saying? The one guy, he went out the game, injured, go out the game. Now they got their 3rd safety in. And I think it was just like Sean licking his chops like, oh, shit. If we ever going to throw this play right here, we got to throw it right now on Savage. We got to throw it on him right now. And it was just the perfect timing of calling that shot, man. Like I said, you got a guy who came in for one play 2 times, and he called a shot on him at the perfect time. So that's a guy, man, an experienced guy. He know what's going on. He know the personnel. They're doing a great job upstairs letting them know, hey, he out the game, this guy in the game. And then Tre'Davious White out the game, this guy in the game. So, man, it's a total team effort, man. Total team effort. And Sean is not lacking no experience in these big games, man. He do this shit.
For real. Did you hear what Sean said yesterday about the big play to Mims?
No.
So he said
Maybe.
that they practiced that, and Marvin beat PS2 on that route, and they scored a touchdown in practice. And he said, when I say he beat him, he beat him. And so then he said after that, he's like, I'm putting that in the game. I gotta call that at some point in the game. And there's a minute left in regulation, and they have to take Tre'Davious White out. And I have to imagine either he or someone on his staff was like, call it. Like, now's the time.
Right
like,
now.
Yeah.
It was like, right, oh, this one we call it right now. This boy come in, he cold, double move his ass. It's like almost, I'm a corner. Like you said, he beat PS2 on it in practice, so it's hard enough.
Yeah.
It was first down. So you thinking they just, you ain't thinking a double move on first down. They was kind of in the shot zone, though, so you should have been thinking shots. But, man, just to come in, your first play is a motion. You don't really got time to do nothing. I said go. A stutter go. Hey, man, it's the world we live in as cornerbacks, man.
Well, and it's coming to you too. So I feel like the first move on the double move, you're like, here it is. Like, it's coming to me. I'm going to make a play.
Yep. Or at least you're trying to make the tackle, or you're going to have to honor it. We in man coverage. You got to break on it. He perfect route. And then the ball was second to none.
Perfect.
Like, he couldn't have put it in a better spot, man. So, hey, man, I feel bad for cornerbacks sometimes, but hey, that's the world we live in.
I got 2 things left that I got to get your opinion on before we talk a little bit about Bo and obviously the ramifications of that. The first one, I'm not going to lie, I feel like everyone has lost their mind. The idea that somehow Brandon Cooks caught that ball and was down, and that shouldn't be an interception for Jaquan McMillan, is one of the most insane fake controversies I've ever heard. How is this even a debate?
I have no idea. All I know is if they both would have went up for it like they did, they both come down and just say they roll and the ball flop in the air and it's loose. Is that a fumble? They would have called that a fumble, or
no shot.
They would have called that a catch. Like, it's clear as day. We seen Isaiah Likely catch the ball in the end zone, say 1, 2, and then the guy knock it out of his hand, and that wasn't a catch. Like, bro, he literally had the ball for like 0.1 second. He got it in his hand, hit the ground. By the time he hit the ground, the ball up here, and McMillan the one who got 2 hands on it. So I mean, it's like if McMillan wouldn't have caught the ball and they would have just hit the ground, boom, ball come loose and it's on the ground, they would have said, okay, that's a catch. That's what you're saying. If you call it a catch, you're saying if he would have just knocked the ball loose, that was a catch. Hell no, that wouldn't have been a catch because he didn't complete the catch. Now, if that ball come loose and it didn't hit the ground and McMillan if it would have flew up in the air and McMillan would have rolled and it would have landed on his chest, that would have been an interception. That's the same thing. You feel me? It's the exact same thing. He hit the ball. He lost control of it. McMillan gained control of it. First down Broncos. So, yeah, it's fake controversy, man. It's only people saying that is the people from New York.
Yeah. Yeah. It is crazy. Like every time Josh Allen loses, there's got to be some sort of controversy to defend to defend him. What I will say is to people who don't understand the rules, the most important part of this is survive the ground. If you're up in the air and you come down and you hit the ground, you have to maintain possession throughout the process of you moving on the ground. The most famous one, of course, is the Megatron one, where it looked like the most obvious catch ever, but his hand hits the ground and he lets go of the ball there. That he didn't survive the ground, and so that didn't count. When Cooks comes down, hard on the ground, the ball clearly pops loose. That's how Jaquan McMillan ends up with the ball in his hands. And so
Exactly.
It shouldn't need to be discussed this much, but you should see the amount of Bills fans, apologists, whoever, people who had money on the game that have been in my mentions all weekend trying to explain how that should have been a catch.
Right. I seen Richard Sherman say that was a catch. I'm like, Sherman, are you serious, bro?
Yeah.
Like, how is that a catch? Like,
well, he's talking about tie goes to the offense. Where do you see a tie?
It wasn't a tie. Now, if they would have landed, boom, and both of them got possession, and they would have been fighting for it, and then one Mississippi, two, and then Quan would have took it away from him, then you got to say, okay, he had possession of it. It was a tie. But he didn't have it long enough for it to be a tie. As soon as he hit the ground, bro, he lost the ball. So I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Even Skip Bayless said it was a clear interception. So, hey, man, Skip said, man, come on now. You know Skip ain't rocking with the Broncos.
Yeah.
If Skip said it was a pick, you know it was a pick.
It was very obviously a pick. And speaking of picks, if you want to make some picks and make some money, you got to get over to our friends over at Underdog Fantasy. Football playoffs are here, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the gridiron action. This is so fun because it's so user-friendly. You hop on the app, you pick a few guys, you put it together, you create a little ladder, and it tells you how much money you could make, times 10, times 20, all the way up to times 5,000 your cash that you put in. So it's super easy. You go in, you see your favorite players. Maybe you throw in, a lower for some of the guys on the other team that you don't think are going to hit their numbers, and you have a chance to make some serious cash. So what are you waiting for? Download the app today and use promo code NLZ to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That is promo code NLZ. Underdog, make picks, win money. Of course, you must be 18 plus and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Shout out to our friends over at Underdog.
Yes,
all right.
Sir.
We got to step away from the fun for a second here to talk about one of the craziest emotional swings I can remember in my life as a sports fan.
Crazy.
I think it was in total 26 minutes after the final whistle. We had 26 minutes to celebrate, enjoy ourselves, hug our friends, whatever we were doing, before the news came down that Bo Nix had broken his ankle, and we already know he's out for the season.
Crazy, man. It was nuts. I ain't know till I'm finna. We boarded in the jet, and I'm like, what? I get in the group chat, like, what is they talking about? Then you hate to see it, man. But hey, man, I'm a glass half full guy. RK, I don't dwell on the negative much. You know what I'm saying? Amazing year for Bo. We wouldn't be here without him. You know what I'm saying? He put together clutch throw after clutch throw in the fourth all year, man. For a second-year guy, all y'all boys who was hating on Bo, go look in the mirror, bro. Y'all sound like dumbasses. I guarantee y'all not hating on Bo now because he didn't outdo the golden boy. You know what I'm saying? That's your guy. Bo looked better than him on Saturday. Simple as that, man. So it is what it is, man. Guys get hurt. That's what makes us a good team. We don't got one guy. It's not about one guy. You know what I'm saying? If our defense come out and get 5 takeaways, guess what? It don't matter who the fuck the quarterback is. Come out and get 5 takeaways again this game. I guarantee you we win that motherfucker. So, man, we got the best defense in the league. You know what I'm saying? Stiddy ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? I went to training camp. I seen Stiddy throw that thing around. It is what it is, bro. He got a cannon. He know the offense. Sean believe in him. Our team believe in him. And he gonna go out and he gonna ball. Simple as that, man. So downplay it, underestimate him all you want. That's the quickest way to get your ass beat in the NFL, the National Football League. Underestimate a guy, man, and go out there and see what he do to you.
For real. And I got to add on Bo, like it's a very odd, rare situation where a player leads their team to the playoffs and they don't either win the Super Bowl one or our last memory of them is them losing. It's one or the other, you know. It's like, okay, well, he won that game, but he ended up losing that one, and that's why they didn't win the Super Bowl.
Right.
Bo is in this weird scenario now where, like, our last memory of him going into this offseason is going to be him going toe-to-toe, throw for throw, dime for dime with Josh Allen and coming out on top. And that's my glass half full look at this is like,
Right.
as I was watching that game, I thought to myself, we're set. Like, win or lose, I know that we're set. The last thing I needed to check off was how does he look in a playoff game? And he looked fantastic. He had a no-look throw in the fourth quarter to
Crucial
Cortland
moment.
Sutton. I mean, what are we talking about? So I was so proud of him and in the way that he played. And that's what we're going to be talking about all offseason is, hey, he did that. What else could he do? Moving on to now, Jarrett Stidham. We're rebranding Denver to Stiddy City. We're all behind
Stiddy City,
him.
baby.
He has a lot of belief inside that building. And I think the number one person who believes in him is Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm. He do, man. Stiddy got some starts. He started a bench car. Stiddy came in and started with like 2 games. Had like 580-something yards in 2 games. Something crazy, man. So he done did this before, man. He done came in, started games with a good team around him, threw dots all over the field. You know what I'm saying? So Sean have a great game plan for him. And I believe in him. Sean believe in him, and I believe in him, man, because I done seen backup quarterbacks get in the game and do it before. Backup quarterbacks, if the guys believe in you, they come in and there's not a lot of drop off. You know what I'm saying? We went 7-0 with Brock at one point. Brock came in with great confidence. Cool believed in him. He made throws his entire time he was in. You know what I'm saying? The one game, Pittsburgh, I think the one game we lost, he really tore their ass up, man. We came back on him, and he threw the ball all over the field, you know what I'm saying? And really, that's probably a game that we lost, probably the game that got him paid, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you see Nick Foles came in and done it. We've seen it done before, man. So these guys are backup quarterbacks. Shit, there's only 32 starters. This the next 32 best quarterbacks in the world. You feel me? So he's definitely capable, man. So Stiddy City, baby, man. Let's get this shit popping.
Let's go. And Jarrett Stidham is the 33rd highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Because
Exactly.
that's how much Sean Payton believes in him. That was actually Sean Payton's first signing when he got to Denver. They gave Jarrett Stidham a 2-year, $10 million contract. After that expired, they re-upped him for 2 more years, $12 million. And I think the thing that makes me most confident about this is I just have this feeling that Sean Payton is like in a sick way looking forward to this because that's how he's wired. He's like, watch this shit. Watch what I can do with Jarrett Stidham in the AFC Championship game when we put all of our resources behind making sure that he has a good game. He's not going to hold back. He's not going to do some like conservative game plan where it's like we're just going to hand it off and try and pass it on third down. I'm kind of excited to see what Sean has up his sleeve for Jarrett Stidham.
Man, I think Sean like being the underdog, man. He like that role where, yeah, y'all supposed to beat us, right? Y'all come here like the Bills. Y'all the big bad wolf. You know what I'm saying? This is Josh Allen's year. Y'all supposed to come in and beat us, right? All right, well, watch this. Same in this game, man. Y'all are we 4.5 point underdogs at home because of our backup quarterback? He gonna show you something. This guy been with me for 2 years. Like, he know what he can do, man. He know the system. He believe in this guy, man. It's probably, if you ask Sean, it's probably like, well, yeah, Bo do this better, he do this better, but Stiddy do this better and Stiddy do this better. I
Mhm.
guarantee you, he got some shit. That's why he paid him so much. It's some shit that he really, really like about Stiddy, you know what I'm saying? So I can't wait. I can't wait for, and as a team, Vrabel gonna tell those, don't underestimate him, but don't underestimate. It's natural. They gonna underestimate him because he ain't Bo. He ain't did this. He is you can't not underestimate him coming in. I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
Just the nature of the business. You're gonna come in like, man, we going against their backup quarterback. You think you're gonna do one thing, and you'll see. Watch. It's gonna it's gonna raise the play of the O line. It's gonna raise the play of the receivers. It's gonna raise the play of the defense. It's gonna raise the play of Sean Payton. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know we gotta have this guy back. We gotta do this shit for Bo. Shit gonna crank up, man. I'm telling you, he gonna come out and play a fucking awesome game. Watch what I tell you, RK.
I love it, man. You're so right about the defense. Like, I remember when Tim Tebow was the quarterback here, and it was kind of like the defense just knew, like, hey, he's not putting up 30. Like, we might put up 17. So we got to keep them under that. And damn, if they
Mm-hmm.
didn't give them a chance almost every single week to the point where they made the playoffs and won a playoff game. So those, you're so right. Those guys are all going to take it upon themselves to bring it up a notch. I'm
Yep.
curious, as a defender, what the challenge would be for you going up against a guy who hasn't started a game in 2 years.
The challenge, if I was in this situation, the challenge for me would be to not underestimate him. Like, cause
Mm.
it's hard to not do it. I'm telling you, it's yeah, he don't got no tape since 2 years or whatever. So you naturally gonna think like, bro, if he was that good, he'd be a starter. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna come into it like that, bro. It's gonna be the talk among, it don't matter what the coach say. The talk amongst the guys is gonna be, man, it's the fucking backup quarterback, bro. We better come out and serve him. He can't do this. He can't do this. And that would be the challenge, is to not underestimate this guy because he's a professional.
I love it. Would you go back and watch the preseason tape from this year? Like, would that be more relevant than him starting against the Raiders week 17 2 years ago?
And they gonna go watch everything he did. It ain't much. They gonna go watch the preseason, the start against the Raiders. They gonna go watch everything that Stiddy has done. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that help him. Because you feel me?
Yeah.
They just ain't seen him with a starter's game plan. It's just gonna be different. It's just gonna be it's gonna be different than the preseason. It's a bland, regular little game plan. He's not gonna be doing what he did in the preseason. So they gonna go, but trust me, they gonna go back and watch. They gonna have them iPads. Every game Stiddy has played in his whole life is gonna be on them iPads for sure.
Yeah, and just to speak on the preseason this year, where we got a long look at him, I thought it was by far the best football he had ever played in his career, and
Yep.
he looked so comfortable. This is year 3 for him in this offense. He looked so comfortable. Now we know that there's a big difference between the preseason and the AFC Championship game. So that was another thing I wanted to ask you is, like, what's the challenge for Stiddy from just a pure, like, nerves, preparation, all of that, coming in for a start like this in the AFC Championship game?
Shit, it's a challenge for Stiddy. It's a challenge for everybody, man. Just don't let the game just be bigger than what it is, man. It's a game. There's gonna be more media there. It's gonna be all the attention gonna be on it. But at the end of the day, it's still a game. You know what I'm saying? And don't go into it like, oh, this is just a regular game, because it ain't. It's like you gotta find that balance, right? And just prepare and execute, man. Prepare, execute. Don't try to do nothing that you don't regularly do. Just play your game, man. Just and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just part of it. That's just part of it, man. You gotta find that balance. Don't downplay it. Don't crank it up too hard. You know what I'm saying? Find that balance and go out and play your game.
Uh, Maybe outside of City, or maybe part of, he's included, but what do you think is the kind of the key to the game from an offensive perspective in this one?
Running that ball. Hopefully we get JK back, and we haven't been able to get that run game going. We got to get that run game going. If we can get that run game going against this defense, man, that'll help Stiddy out tremendously. And the other thing, we're going to have to push that ball downfield, and the wideout's going to have to make plays downfield. Simple as that.
Yeah, getting JK back could be so massive. Obviously, they activated him today, so he's officially in the window where he can be brought onto the roster and play this weekend. People forget, like, I actually heard someone talking about this today. I can't remember who it was. I think it was someone on the radio saying, like, the Broncos have been a bad running football team all year. It's actually not true, man. They haven't been good since they lost J.K., but J.K. Dobbins, I think, was second in rushing yards in the league when he went down. So he was running the ball really, really well. And the other part of that is that Jarrett Stidham's best stuff that I've seen from him comes off of play action. So if you can get those Patriots defenders to start going down there, because if you start running the ball successfully, they're going to want to pack the box as fast as they can, because they're going to say, hey, we cannot lose to them like this. We have to make this quarterback beat us.
Right.
And heck, I think he's got a chance to make some of the plays and make some of the throws that he would have to, especially off play action, if they can get that game going.
Yeah, you're right, man. J.K. had about 800 yards before he got hurt, man. So he was averaging 5 yards a carry. So we wasn't number one in the league, but we wasn't too far down. I think we probably was like 9th or 10th or 11th or somewhere right there in rushing when he went down. And then it went down from there. So if we get him back, man, I think his vision is unique. You know what I'm saying? He sees some stuff that those other backs don't see as a vet. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about to me. I think it's about your vision, man. Everybody see it different. Some guys might say, I need to stay front side on this play. Some guys might say, I can cut back on this play. And that's what running back is all about to me. JK got great vision. And I think he'll bring a little added juice to the game. You know what I'm saying? If you get him back in there, that's going to crank the whole line up a little bit. They're going to feel like, man, we got to take the pressure off Stiddy. Let's run the fuck out the ball. So, man, it's house money we playing with, man. It's not easy, but it's easier to play a game and it's house money, man. I'm telling you, expectations is real. Expectations, he put pressure on you. You supposed to win this game. The Patriots supposed to beat us. Y'all supposed to come in here and beat us, right? Yeah, we got a backup quarterback. Y'all supposed to come in here and beat us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got an MVP candidate. You feel me? They supposed to come in here and beat us, man. That pressure, it do something to you, RK. I'm telling you, man. You want to crank a team up, you make them a home underdog, or you make them an underdog in a situation where they don't feel like they're the underdog. And I don't feel like we think we the underdog in this case.
Facts. All right, I give a shout out to our new friends, but of course, got to give a shout out to the OGs. Strawberry Fields, locations across the state: Denver, Trinidad, Pueblo, and Downeyville. And you can check out the online menu and payment options to skip the line and get in and out fast. They've got a huge range of products: premium flour, vaporizers, edibles, infused drinks, tinctures, concentrates, topicals, you name it. And their bud tenders actually know their stuff and are great at helping you find exactly what you're looking for. So make sure that you become a part of the loyalty program, because they run solid deals every day so you can grab high quality products without spending a ton. And don't forget, use the code DNVR for a buy one, get one free on any 2 products. That's code DNVR when you go into our friends over at Strawberry Fields, so you can get a buy one, get one free on any 2 products. Limit 1 per order, must be 21 plus with a valid ID to purchase. Find more info at strawberryfieldscannabis.com. All right, let's transition on to the defense here on the No Lie Zone, presented by Underdog Fantasy, and talk about what they are up against as Drake May, Ramondre Stevenson, Stephon Diggs, and the New England Patriots come into Denver. Aqib, in your opinion, what has made this offense with the Patriots so good this season?
Definitely Drake May, man. His accuracy is crazy. He throw them intermediate routes super accurate. He throw that downfield ball super accurate. You know what I'm saying? They get their running backs involved in the pass game as well. I think they do a great job of that. And then they run the ball. That's their bread and butter, man. They run the ball. They run the ball good. So they're all around good offense, if you ask me. I like it.
Yeah, It's impressive. I mean, they create a lot of explosives in the passing game. Drake's downfield passing has been super
Mm-hmm.
impressive, and it just feels like they've got a lot of good players. There's not, it's not one of those things where you just focus in on one or two guys. They spread that thing around. If you
Yep.
had to say, let's take away this from them, what is it?
Uh, got to be the run. I, I,
Yeah.
I, I, I like our matchups, our DBs versus their wideouts, man. I liked it. I like it. So, got to be the run. It always start with the run, man. If teams get to running the ball on you, it open up other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, if we had to take away one thing from them, got to be the run.
Yeah, and I thought Houston did a fantastic job of that yesterday. It just, their offense was such a mess that it didn't matter.
Right.
But you saw once they were able to kind of take that away, then they were able to force some turnovers. Pass rush was getting home.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great defense, but the Broncos is a great defense too. So I think if they're able to do that, and then the other thing I would say, as a secondary to that, see what you think about it, is just explosives. Like that's kind of in the games that I watch them, that's kind of like their hack is just like they're going to
Yep.
create 3 or 4 explosives on you that generates points, that makes it really hard for you to stay in the game.
He is, man. And I think it's Booty. I think he that guy. He that deep guy, man. So if I'm game planning for these boys, Booty really always outside. You know what I'm saying? Diggs move around a little bit. Sometimes he might be inside. I would put Pat on Booty. Take him out the game,
Mm,
Pat. Erase him. You solo mission. That's you right there. Throw that same fade that y'all threw to Stingley. Throw that to Pat. Let him get that ball right there. You know what I'm saying? I would let the help go to Diggs. Put whoever on him, you outside. Riley got you. You inside. Quan got you. Let the help, they work their leverage. Let the help go there. And I would play it like that for real, man. Cause Booty is, to me, he they up top guy, man. They create explosives with him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his touchdowns is deep balls being caught. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take him away with my best guy and just erase him.
yeah, I had not thought of that because I was going to ask you if you think that Diggs was the bigger problem, but that would be. I don't think the Patriots would see that coming if that was a strategy you threw at them.
Yeah, that's how I do it. That's me, man. That's how that's how I think. Cause you think Diggs line up inside quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? He move around, he be inside. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Booty really outside. You really gonna find him outside. So unless you plan on Pat coming in and switching with Quan, you don't really do that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Unless you plan on doing that, and we don't plan on doing that, man, I'll leave Pat right outside, stay outside, take this dude away. That's their deep threat. I feel like that's something they hang their hat on. When they want to get deep, more than Diggs. Diggs go up top, but not really. Diggs work the intermediate. He the route runner for them. You know what I'm saying? He year 10 or whatever he is, he ain't just got that gas like that no more. Booty got that gas. He running, so I'll take him all the way away with Pat.
Booty got that gas. It's crazy.
Booty got that gas, man. You feel me? Hey, for real.
Anything else on the defensive side of the ball that sticks out to you that you think is important this week?
uh, Nick, man, I told you last week that you said if anybody need to step up, not really step up. I said the person I think who will have a good game was Nick, just because he was gonna be pissed off, bro. Y'all robbed him on his all pro. You know what I'm saying? And it was just time for him to come out and make some splash plays. He came out, boop, 2 forced fumbles, man, sacks. He doing his thing. And I think that matchup with Will over there, that's a premier matchup for him. I feel like he can get that boy work. You know what I'm saying? Will Anderson gave him work. I think Nick could give Will Campbell some work. So that could be a game changer right over there. You know what I'm saying? You leave him by himself with Nick, I feel like Nick could change the game, man. So let's go, Nick. A game like
And that
this,
was
you're gonna be needed. This is a legacy type game. You're gonna be needed, man. You're gonna be needed. So 1 or 2 big plays from Nick off that edge, will be huge for us.
And that is what is so cool about the playoffs because this is where you get the opportunity to become a legend. Like
Yep.
Vaughn did it in 3 straight games. Did it against the Steelers, he did it against the Patriots, and then he did it in the Super Bowl against the Panthers. And now, that like that is how you build a Hall of Fame type resume. And so Nick Benito, he got his first one. He checked off that box. That was awesome, and it looked just like Vaughn. It was crazy.
Crazy.
Now you get the opportunity to build it up, cement your legacy, and help your team get to a Super Bowl.
Yep, and it ain't like you need 25 tackles and 15 prep. 2 plays. You need 2 plays, man. 2 plays to get around that corner, get that ball out. Telling you that you'll be marked in as an All-Pro next year already from what you did at the end of this year. it'd be hard pressed not to make him a Pro Bowler and an All-Pro next year.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Okay, let's move on finally here and talk a little bit about just the rest of the games, the rest of the playoffs, and then we're going to do a little more or less with our friends at Underdog to just kind of frame how we think these last 2 games are going to go. But let's start with this, Aqib. Who was your biggest winner of the weekend?
Biggest winner of the weekend was for sure the Broncos as a team, man. I think that was a huge win for us. It was not a lot of expectations besides Broncos country. A lot of people thought Superman was gonna come, get him a dub and just fly his way on to the AFC chip and win that and soar on to the chip. You know what I'm saying? So hey, we came out, man, and it wasn't perfect, but we created them turnovers, and Bo fucking showed his ass, man. I'm telling you. So I gotta say, Bo Nix and the Broncos, man, biggest winners of the weekend.
Yeah, I said this on our show earlier today, but we might have to stop calling Josh Allen Superman, because if Superman died at the end of every episode, it wouldn't be that good of a show.
Hey, I like it. Keep calling him Superman, man. Hey, you feel me? That's what they nicknamed. I'm calling him. He's Superman. I ain't never gonna stop calling him Superman. That's his name. That's the name they gave him. That's what I'm gonna call him.
All right. And then biggest loser of the weekend.
Biggest loser of the weekend. It's a tough one, man. Probably the Bills. I gotta stay right in the same game, just because they probably was the Super Bowl favorite at this point. You know what I'm saying? They had to be the Super Bowl favorite at this
Seahawks, yeah.
point. Yeah, Seahawks probably was, but man, if you weren't picking the Bills, that's crazy. Without Mahomes, without Burrow, without Lamar, it's hard not to pick Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? So the way they interviews went post game, it was a sad scene. Guys was crying, a lot of tears, man. So they got to be the biggest losers, man. They felt it the most out of everybody who lost this weekend. I feel like the Bills just felt it the most.
Yeah. And I mean, speaking of loser, the way that Sean McDermott approached whining about the calls and I'm standing up for the city and that was just such loser shit to me. And I thought at the time, like, I think he's doing this as like a last ditch effort to try and save his job and win some public, some public favor. But it came off so lame. Just like, I don't know. It was just like, take the L, man.
Very lame, man.
And then he's calling a reporter from the team playing, being like, I just watched that 20 times. That's a catch every time. Like, what are you talking about,
bro,
man? Just stop.
Your quarterback turned the ball over 4 times, and your team turned the ball over 5 times, and we had 16 points. We had more than half of our points, or about half of our points, we had half of our points off turnovers from your team. So, like, come on, man. What is we talking about here? Like, come on, man.
All right, we're going to do a new thing on the show with our friends at Underdog called More or Less, and I think this will just be a fun way to give us an opportunity to kind of look at what is going to happen in this game and kind of frame the way that we think it could shake out. So I'll start right here in Stiddy City. More or less, higher or lower than 190.5 passing yards for Stiddy?
More.
Yeah.
Higher for Stiddy. He gonna shock the world.
I think that's a remarkably low number. That kind of excites me. How about we'll go Cortland Sutton, higher or lower than 50.5 receiving yards?
I say higher, man. I think it's a great opportunity for Sutton. He probably had Gonzalez on him, and hey, it's a great opportunity for you, man. We gonna need you catch 2 deep balls. He had that on 2 deep balls, a back shoulder, then some other kind of deep ball. But Sutton gonna have about 70, 80 yards, a touchdown.
Yeah, and this has got to be a fun matchup for him, at least if the Patriots play it the way that we expect to, because they're gonna play man. They're gonna play man. They love to
Yep.
play man, and so Cortland's gonna get his opportunities. Which last week it was clear the Bills did not want to give those to him in man coverage, so he's gonna have his
Right.
chance. All right, we'll go one more Bronco here because I have a good feeling about this one. Evan Ingram, higher or lower than 19.5 receiving yards?
Oh man, I could see Evan Ingram against this man coverage. I feel like that's when he come to life, man. He's a mismatch. You know what I'm saying? He's our mismatch. So I definitely see Evan Ingram having a game versus man coverage. They don't disguise it too much or nothing. They play man. They tell you they playing man. They show you they playing man. And I like him. I like him to win this matchup for sure. So I say higher.
And I just guarantee you, as we speak, Sean Payton is just cooking up man beaters
Yep.
to try and be ready for this, especially like 3rd and 8. I mean, you saw how good Sean was in the 3rd and long situations last week. He
Yep.
had something for every look, every time that gave us an opportunity. Even the ones that we didn't get, it was like, diving miss for Cortland or whatever.
Right.
So, yeah, he's going to be cooking. All right, let's go to the Patriots side here. Higher or lower than 224.5 passing yards for Drake May?
224. I feel like he might get around 200. He might get around there, man. They gonna throw the ball. They gonna throw the ball around a lot. We gonna be stopping that run. We gonna force them to pass it. So, 224. I think he gonna be right around there, 215 to 225. So
That might be a
that's
stay
tough.
away then.
Yeah. I stay away from it. But if I had to pick higher or lower, I'll give him higher. Go ahead, get you higher on that, Drake. We can give it to him.
All right, I think you might have started to answer this next one. Ramondre Stevenson, higher or lower than 48.5 rushing yards?
48 and a half. He might get higher than that. I'll give him higher than that, but it ain't gonna be too much higher than that. He gonna be at around like 60 yards. We'll keep him around like 60. That's keeping him at bay.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting number to me. They've got Henderson at 37.5. So that'll be. I would go higher on Stevenson as well.
Yeah, I'll go higher on that. I'll give him
All right.
60, 65.
Well, let's pick one of these two to go lower because it depends on, I think, how you think the matchup is. We got Diggs at 47.5, and we got Booty at 36.5. If you think Pat's on Booty, then
Yeah, if Pat gonna be on Booty, he lower.
Yep.
He lower. So it's gonna go either way. Either you put Pat on Steph and the help gonna go to Booty, so he gonna be lower, or you're gonna put Pat on Booty and he gonna be lower. You know what I'm saying? So I go whatever Booty number is, lower.
I like that. All right, let's flip over to the other game just to have something to talk about here. Divisional matchup in the NFC West. The Rams versus the Seahawks. Obviously, the Seahawks went crazy on the Niners. I actually didn't see any of that game, but they have earned a lot of favor in the public eye. So I'm curious what you think about this one. We'll start here with let's go Stafford, 257.5.
257. Oh, That's a high number. I'll go lower.
Yep.
Stafford
All
lower
right.
than 257.
Darnold, 231.5.
Darnold 231. I'll go lower. I think both of them. I don't think this is gonna be the shootout it was last game. I think it's gonna be more 21-17 like it was the first game, more around there. So I think it'll be a lot better defense being played in this game.
Then I think you'll like the opportunity here because this one feels really high to me. Puka Nacua, 92.5.
Oh yeah, I'm giving Puka lower, man. He gonna make a big play. He might even score a touchdown or two, but I don't think he come out with a big receiving day, a big total yards receiving day. I think he just make a couple key plays in that red zone, man, get in the end zone once or maybe twice.
Yeah. And then you go over to the other side, and they've got JSN at 90.5.
Lower. I'm going lower on both of those guys, man. If you let one of those guys get 100 or 100 yards in one of these games, then that's low preparation, man. If anything, you're trying to take those guys away, make Devontae beat you or make Shaheed beat you or Cooper Kupp beat you. You know what I'm saying? So neither one of those guys should be sniffing 100 yards.
Great. So you're kind of seeing this one, like, I think it's hard in the playoffs to imagine a game being such a shootout.
Yeah, man, it happens. I mean, you seen they just dropped 41 and the Broncos and the Bills just had a shootout 30 to 33. So it definitely can happen, but it's a divisional opponent. You know, that's a team we ain't seen. They ain't seen us. We ain't seen them. Divisional opponent, third time playing. I just see they so evenly matched, man. Both defenses are coming off great games. Shit, the Rams had 3 takeaways and 3 fourth down stops they damn self. So their defense is turned the fuck up right now. You know what I'm saying? The Seahawks just gave them boys 6 points. So I think both defenses are got good morale right now. They both playing well. I think that'll roll on to this game, man. They know each other. They had 2 good defensive game plans. They'll definitely take away the main character, the main guy you're trying to get the ball to. I don't think you're gonna be able to get him the ball this week.
That's great. All right. Just a reminder to download the app, create an account, and use code NLZ for an awesome deal from our friends at Underdog. A lot of you guys have told us how much you love this show. Well, that right there is how you support us. And, of course, going over to Strawberry Fields and using the code DNVR as well. But we love your guys' support. We appreciate you for tuning in. It's AFC Championship week in Stiddy City. And I really, really hope that we get to come back here and talk about what a great game he had next week. So appreciate you, Aqib. Appreciate all of you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next time on the No Lie Zone.